Nature is such a beautiful thing that Mother Earth has brought to us. Such amazing, beautiful plants to the insects around us. It's something that we could just take care of and admire and appreciate how beautiful the world really is. And just admiring the sky and admiring the grass, like wow, it's actually that beautiful. Howdy, I'm Alexis Flores, and for my Monarch Service project, my goal, along with my group, was to learn more about milkweeds and their relationship with monarch butterflies, be able to identify milkweeds as well as other host plants, identify impacts of the information we discover from this project, potentially see what monarch butterfly projects in the future can help for this course in research. In our group project, we had 9 members, 6 of which were girls and 3 of which were guys: Odalis, Angela, Alondra, Dory, myself, Nigel, Sydney, Mo, and Allison. The following slides will show group members enjoying themselves up their gardens. Just a heads up as we continue on with the project. With that in mind, we continue on with the project planning, which included us to come up with the numbers of days that we could all be available to go to the gardens. Agree on different days people could go, and we were able not to all to go together. Discuss what we hope to get out of the project and goals. What follows next is the execution, and what we did is divide up into groups of 3 and 4, and we would go visit the gardens together at different times throughout the weeks, and which included Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around noon to 5 or 8 to 10 in the morning. We did this so we can see how different times of day, but not only that, how the weather would affect the butterflies there and the milkweed plants, to distinguish how vastly important is the climate there in the area. But not only that, when we met together, it was a requirement for all of us to take at least 5 pictures of ourselves there and pictures of the plants, along with the butterflies in the plants. And what resulted was a lot of information about how milkweeds are very important to the ecosystem. Milkweed, as simple as it is, an erect stem can reach up to 1.5 to 6 feet in height. Milkweed has thick, long rhizome that stores nutrients and produces new sprouts. It sometimes produces severe separate stems that are located on a short distance one from another. Milkweeds also have large, broad, oval leaves and red vines. Leaves are smooth on the upper side and hairy below. They are oppositely arranged of the stem. Milkweed produces purple and pink flowers arranged in the drooping clusters. Milkweed blooms from June to August and produces large quantities of nectar, which attracts butterflies, moths, and bees, responds for the pollination of this plant. Fruit of milkweeds are brown pods. Wrapped pods split and release fluffy seeds. Seeds are equipped with hairy phlegmons which facilitate dispersal by the wind. During the windy days, speed often travel to 25 to 100 feet away from the mother plant. The entire plant is filled with a milky sap, hence the name milkweed. Sap contains laxative, unalkaloids, carbohydrates. Some species of milkweed produce toxic chemicals to protect themselves from hungry herbivores. Caterpillars of the martyr butterfly, which we're talking about in this project, eat leaves of the milkweeds and collect the toxins in the body. Toxins remain in the body after transformation of the caterpillars into butterflies and provide protection from birds and other predators. Some species of milkweed can be used in human diet, but they need to be properly cooked. Shoot leaves, pods, buds need to be boiled at least 3 times before consumption. The yellow jacket, a predatory wasp that feeds on the insects that regularly visit milkweeds. It waits for the bees and flies to enter the flowers, then grabs them. From these results, we discovered an impact. And this giant impact we have is that there's a new relationship between climate change and monarch butterflies and the milkweed plants. It turns out that the warming temperatures don't just affect the monarch but also affect this butterfly, potentially turning its favorite plant food into a poison. But not only that, it allows us to break our comfort zones with insects and enjoy nature and appreciate how insects are very vital for our ecosystems. To realize that even though they might be icky and nasty, these insects really help us live and admire how beautiful nature is throughout the days. From this service project, I learned a lot about different types of milkweeds, which milkweed grows best and why the milkweed creek weed is important to the survival of the American markerites, and about other types of host plants that grow at the gardens. Although this project was really fun and informative, I think this was the Monarch Service Project would greatly be improved if the group sizes of every single group were much smaller, at around maybe 3 to 4 members. As well, increase the time of this project to the whole semester, where we would take research and discover and expand how these butterflies interact through the course of the semester, not just a number of weeks. Thanks for you guys watching. There's a map above to show you how to get there from main campus, as well as a link below the description to look at the website and find more information about their gardens. Just thanks so much again for appreciating your time and watching this. Yeah, thanks and gig 'em.